We've been married for 55 years. 55, that's a long time. People see us holding hands in the park, laughing over coffee, and they always ask for our secret. They want marriage advice, a magic formula for a long and happy life together. And while I'm happy to share our story, I also need to share the truth. The hard truth. Because our love story almost ended. There was a mistake, a single, devastating mistake that nearly tore us apart, and it's a mistake I see so many couples making today. If you're in a relationship, I need you to listen to this, before it's too late. This isn't just some random senior life wisdom. This is a desperate plea from someone who almost lost everything. Let me take you back. We were about 20 years into our marriage. The kids were growing up, life was busy, and somewhere along the way, we started drifting. It wasn't a big fight or a dramatic event. It was slow, quiet, insidious. We were living in the same house, but we were miles apart. We were creating an emotional distance in our marriage, brick by brick, without even realizing it. We talked, of course, but it was all surface-level stuff. How was your day? Fine. What's for dinner? I don't know. We talked about logistics, about the kids, about bills. We stopped talking about us. We stopped sharing our dreams, our fears, our inner worlds. We were partners in life, but we were no longer partners in soul. The mistake was silence. Not the comfortable silence you share with someone you love, but the hollow, empty silence that grows in the space between two people who have stopped connecting. This is one of the most painful relationship mistakes anyone can make. The communication in our marriage had completely broken down, and with that breakdown came a profound sense of loneliness. I would look at him across the dinner table and feel like I was looking at a stranger. A kind stranger, a familiar stranger, but a stranger nonetheless. This was my biggest marriage regret, letting that silence fester. I thought we were just in a slump, that it would pass. But it didn't pass. It got worse. The feeling of being invisible to the person who is supposed to see you more clearly than anyone else in the world is crushing. It's a slow erosion of your spirit. The lack of connection created resentment. I'd think, doesn't he see I'm struggling? Doesn't he care? And I'm sure he was thinking the same thing about me. We were both drowning in our own unspoken unhappiness, waiting for the other person to throw a life raft that we ourselves were unwilling to toss. This is where so many relationships crumble. It's not the screaming matches, it's the deafening quiet. It's the death by 1,000 unspoken resentments. So, what changed? How did we pull back from the brink? It was a moment of terrifying honesty. I remember it so clearly. We were driving home from a family gathering, and the silence in the car was so thick I couldn't breathe. I just blurted it out. I said, "I feel so alone with you." The words hung in the air, shocking both of us. He pulled the car over to the side of the road, and for the first time in years, we really looked at each other. I saw the hurt in his eyes, but I also saw the same loneliness that was eating me alive. That night, we talked. We really talked. Not just about the laundry and the bills, but about our feelings, our fears, our disappointments. We talked until the sun came up. It was ugly. It was painful. We both said things that were hard to hear. We cried, we got angry. But we were finally communicating. We were finally breaking down the wall of silence we had so carefully built around ourselves. That conversation was the turning point. It was the moment we chose each other again. It wasn't a magic fix. Rebuilding that connection took time, effort, and a whole lot of intentionality. We had to learn how to talk to each other all over again. We had to make time for each other, to date each other again. We had to actively choose to close that emotional distance every single day. This is the core of our relationship wisdom, the most important of all the long marriage lessons we've learned. Love isn't just a feeling. It's a series of choices. You have to choose to turn towards your partner, not away. You have to choose to be vulnerable, even when it's scary. You have to choose to communicate, especially when it's hard. Love and marriage require constant maintenance. You can't just set it and forget it, like some appliance. You have to water it, nurture it, and protect it from the silent killers like neglect and assumption. So, here is my most heartfelt couples advice, the most vital piece of relationship advice for couples I can offer. Don't let silence become the third person in your relationship. Talk about the big things, the small things, the stupid things. Talk about your day, but also talk about your dreams. Share your joys, but don't be afraid to share your burdens. Don't assume your partner knows how you feel. Tell them you love them. Tell them you appreciate them. And if you're feeling distant, if you're feeling lonely, tell them that too. It might be the hardest conversation you'll ever have, but it might also be the one that saves your relationship. I'm sharing our marriage story, this difficult marriage reflection, because I want you to learn from our mistake. We were lucky. We caught it before the emotional distance became a chasm we couldn't cross. We got a second chance. Many don't. That feeling of regret, of what might have been, is a heavy burden to carry. The wisdom that comes from a long life is realizing that connection is all that truly matters. Our 55 years together aren't a testament to a perfect, flawless journey. They are a testament to our willingness to fight for our connection, to tear down the walls of silence, and to choose each other over and over again, especially when it was hard. Don't wait for a crisis. Start talking tonight. Ask your partner a real question. Ask them what their biggest dream is right now. Ask them what they're scared of. Listen to their answer. Really listen. Put your phone down, turn off the TV, and give them your undivided attention. It's the greatest gift you can give them, and the greatest investment you can make in your future together. Take it from someone who has been married for 55 years and almost lost it all to the quiet emptiness of things left unsaid. Don't make our mistake. Your love story is worth fighting for. Thank you for letting me share this piece of our lives with you. I hope it helps. Please, take care of each other. If you found this valuable, consider subscribing for more stories and life lessons. Thanks for watching.